Hey there, guys. So, wooden squat racks, power racks, or whatever you want to call them, are they worth it? Definitely. Um, Relatively easy to build and save you an absolute fortune compared to the regular commercial power rack. So, this rack for me, it's obviously held up really well. I've put significant load on it. I've squatted 350 kilos in it, and it's held up perfectly. So for me, I needed something so I could train during lockdown. A lot of you guys have unfortunately experienced firsthand what lockdown is like. Um, so if you need something to train in, they're definitely a viable solution. So with my power rack, I built the uprights out of 125 by 75 mil cypress, so a very heavy, dense wood. And same thing with the safety rails and the two brackets, well, not brackets, but the two support structures underneath. And then the whole thing is sitting on 100 by 100 mil cypress posts. Same thing goes for the weight plate storage piece. And then the pull-up section there, I built that out of the 100 by 100. And then the cross rails, I just used some 90 by 45 and did them as a neutral grip. The brackets I used were just the normal sort of right angle L-shaped bracket with a piece of reinforcing going through it. These brackets are rated to 500 kilos, so I've used them on numerous joints in the power rack. So I've got one there, obviously the same for the other side at the base. All the tops, they're just, yeah, heavily bracketed, and that just gave me heaps and heaps of stability, and just held the power rack together really well. I also, with a lot of the posts, I liquid nails them as well, so it just gave a little bit more reinforcing. It meant holding it together was a lot easier as I put the brackets on and just, fixed it together really well. The top supports, I just ran the rail across the top, and that was just, so one, it wasn't load bearing, but it allowed me to then put the pull-up rail across, and it had something really stable to rest on, knowing that those posts were never going to snap. When it came to the weight plate storage, I just used some dowel and then put it in the middle of some of the 45 mil by 90 wide, or sorry, 70 wide, just pine shorts. And then, yeah, the dowel it doesn't slip. I was able to wedge it in there. It's held really securely. I have no problem loading up weight plates on it. So I can easily go 3 weight plates of the 25s aside, doesn't crack, and then I can also put my body weight through it. So it just made a very easy way of having storage attached at the back of the rack. I also ended up building a flat bench as well. So built the whole thing out of 100 by 100, same as the base of the power rack. I just ended up using all the offcuts. So I just joined them together. It's 3 wide, so it's a little bit wider than 300 mil, so the same width as a standard bench. And then I just got some of the normal gym matting, put that over the top, liquid nails that in place, and just cut it, and it serves really well as a very heavy duty bench. There's no way at all that I can break it, and it's also reinforced underneath as well, so saved me an absolute fortune. All up to build the rack, and including the bench, cost me close to $500. So yeah, so much cheaper than what was on the market at the time. And for me, I wanted to save the extra money so I could end up getting quality weight plates and bars, because that makes a massive difference to how you train. I just needed a really good quality rack that was going to support whatever load I was going to throw at it, and basically ensure that it wasn't going to break. So I also rested the where the bar goes right down to the safety rail. There's no way I'm ever going to have that piece of wood crack or slip. And then just at the front, I just attached 2 pieces of wood, one height, slightly higher than the other. And that's just so I can throw a bar on the outside and end up doing my standing overhead press or front squats, just things like that. Really happy with the construction of it, and it served me incredibly well during the lockdown. I have purchased another power rack so I can do a bit of coaching, but I still far prefer the wooden rack that I built. Just holds together so much better, and it's just a lot heavier duty. Have absolutely no, second guessing in case I fail. I know it's going to hold the load with some of the commercial power racks. I've got the safety arms. If I was to drop 350 kilos on them, I'm not sure how it would hold up, as opposed to the heavy duty wooden railing. I've dropped 250 kilos on it. No noise, just, didn't leave any mark apart from a faint indentation of the bar. No cracking or splitting. And if you were somehow worried that you were going to crack a safety rail, you could always put another one on top as well. So, really happy with this DIY squat rack. If you guys have any questions, feel free to comment below. Otherwise, hit like and subscribe if you haven't, and have a great day wherever you are.